Hello, my RC Voice Studio Ninjas. It's time for Ninja Style Singing Exercise number 14. This one's called the Eavesdropping Sniffer. Now, this is an exercise I created about a year ago, and it's awesome for helping you engage your soft palate for really awesome singing and great resonance in your voice. It helps relax your larynx. It also helps get you into a nice alignment of your body, your head, neck, and shoulders for excellent, efficient, and powerful singing. Right? So, I want you for this exercise, for the eavesdropping sniffer, to think about the last time you were trying to hear somebody, but you couldn't quite hear what they were saying, right? Somebody says something to you and you kind of go, what? What was that? Right? You know, when we're trying to hear something, we kind of like tend to turn our ear towards it, and we kind of like, almost like we're projecting our ear to try to grab the sound or something like that. Well, we're going to use that in this exercise. Also, what we're going to be doing is using the power of sniffing and smelling. Okay, now, we also do the same thing like when we're listening, is if we smell like we're walking through the mall and we smell cinnamon rolls cooking somewhere, right? We kind of go, where's the Cinnabon? Right? And we kind of search with our nose. All right? So these are instinctive things that we all do. We try to listen and we try to smell, right? So what we're going to use is those two ideas for the eavesdropping sniffer. So here's the exercise. So what I prefer you do for this one is to either sit or stand, okay? And what you're going to do is, step one, is you're going to imagine that you're out in some public place somewhere and you're just sitting there by yourself, and all of a sudden behind you, you hear two people that are talking about you. And they have no idea you're there, but they're behind you, maybe like 20, 30 feet behind you, and they are definitely talking about you. They is talking smack on you, okay? So what I want you to do is, with your right ear, okay, I want you to face front, but I want you to try to listen in on their conversation very sneakily. Don't turn your head like this, right? Or else they know that you're trying to listen, but just kind of like, think of like listening to someone that's behind you and moving your head just a little bit that direction, right? So just really try to imagine that you're listening to someone back over there, right? Take a second and do that. Listen to their conversation. Oh, they just said that you know this and you do this. Ooh, right? Now, I want you to switch to your other ear, okay? And this time now, listen back. Really try to stretch that ear back like you're really trying to strain and listen to their conversation, but not look like you are, all right? Go do that for a second or two. Now, what I want you to do is face front, and now stretch and listen back with both ears at the same time. Really try to listen to both conversations, or both people talking behind you. All right? Now, after you've done that for a little bit, then what I want you to do is I want you to smell the person that's on this side of you. So without making it obvious, you're going to try to sniff out of this nostril and smell what's going on behind you over there. So sniff. Try to smell what's back there. Try to smell the trash they're talking about, about you. Right? So really try to smell it back there. Right? Once you've done that a few times, 3 or 4 or 5 times, then I want you to try using your other nostril and try to smell behind you to the person over there. Try to smell the trash that they're talking. Right? Really try to smell it. Sometimes what I like to do is also think about smelling through my ear. Right? The smell's coming in through my ear and into my nostril. Cool. Now after you've done that on both sides, now I want you to try to smell both people behind you with both nostrils at the same time. And really try to smell back there, like reach your smelling senses way back about 20, 30 feet behind you. And now, I want you to, for the final part of this exercise, is I want you to listen with both ears and smell with both nostrils to the people behind you. And make sure that you're breathing while you do this. Probably should have said that right off the bat. All right? So, while you're listening to both people at the same time and smelling both people at the same time, what we're doing is you should feel some changes inside your throat here. You may notice your body alignment gets a little taller. What a lot of people notice too is they get a lot of space between their ears and their shoulders. That space gets longer and longer. right? And that's what we want to have happen, right? You'll also notice that the back of your neck or your spine feels like it's getting taller, and that's perfect as well, right? So that is the eavesdropping sniffer. So I want you to do this whenever you can. This is a great thing to do when you're standing in line and there's always people talking around you or something like that, and you can kind of just eavesdrop, maybe smell if they're wearing some nice perfume or something like that, right? And then you could try to get both of them at the same time. And by doing that, what you're doing is you're exercising something that we need to actually be doing while we're singing. Okay? We want to have that lot of space here. We want that sniffing, which engages our soft palate, to happen. We want those ears to feel like they're kind of going backwards in this direction, which gets our body in a very nice alignment versus I'm playing at the computer alignment or looking at my cell phone alignment. All right? So try the eavesdropping sniffer, and I know it's going to be one of those internal exercises that really strengthens your singing overall, and it's super, super powerful. All right? And what I have to say now is, whoa, look over there! Ninja out!